Magyar szólások és közmondások angolul beszélőknek.
Hungarian sayings and proverbs for English speakers. Crawling.
Úgy érzi, mintha hangyák futkosnának rajta.
Hanya is an ant. Here we've got the plural because we've added a K and lengthened the A.
Hangyák.
Fut is to run, but here it's not fut, it's futkos, which means to run around. Let's look at the other words. We've got érzi, comes from érzik, which means to feel or perceive. Úgy, which we've met before, in such a way. Mintha is as if, and the two go together. Úgy, something something, mintha, something something. In such a way it seems. So in this case, it feels in such a way it seems that something. This construction makes a hypothetical case, so we use the conditional. More on that later. Rajta is a pronoun and it means on it. We'll look at rajta later on in this video. So we've got in such a way it feels as if ants, they are running on it. It feels as if ants are running around on it, being the skin. So it's sort of, it describes that sort of horrible, creepy, tingly feeling that you get when your skin sort of feels all weird. There is an alternative version of this.
Úgy érzi, mintha hangyák mászkálnának rajta.
Instead of futkos, we use mászik, again in the conditional. Mászik often is translated as climb, but it can also mean crawl or slither around on your belly, actually. So either moving on all floors, sliding on your stomach on a horizontal surface, or climbing vertically or steeply. Here I'd probably say crawls. So it feels as if ants are crawling on it. So crawling rather than running around on. For our vocab, we're going to look at the senses. 5 senses. Az 5 érzékszerv.
Érzékszerv.
Érzékszerv is a sense, such as látás. Látás is sight. The verb associated with it is lát. He, she, it sees. And you see with your eyes. Szem. And as we saw in an earlier video, szem actually means both eyes. If you've only got one eye, that's félszem. In the same way, hallás means hearing, from hall. He, she, it hears. And you hear with ears. Fül. And again, 2 ears, fül. Here's one again from that stinky fish. Szaglás is the sense of smell, and that comes from the verb szagol. Notice here the O is dropped when they add the ás. And you smell with your nose. Orr. Ízlés is a sense of taste, and as in English it has both a literal and metaphorical meaning. Ízlik is tasting, but it sort of means tasting good, and you taste with your tongue. Topintásh is a sense of feeling, and it comes from topint. So this is feel as in the sense of a feeling like a touch on the skin or a feeling of pain, something like that. And you feel with your skin, bör, or with your fingertips. Úgyhegy, it's finger mountains or finger points. So let's look at that rajta. It's a personal pronoun for a noun on, and for on we use in, on, in, We saw this in sitting on a horse. Now there's another personal pronoun for on to. It's ra re, and that's ram rad ra. I'm not looking at that today, just looking at the on without movement. We've got the usual 6: on me, on you, on it, on him, on her, on us, on you, plural, or on them. And again, the on it and on them can also be second person formal. Some examples. The cat is sitting on her. Or it could be on it or on him. You can't tell. Rajta is gender neutral. This is quite different from, I deliberately used the word the cat is sitting on her. In English you can say this 3 ways. We could also say the cat does sit on her, no trouble, or the cat sits on her. But in English there is an ambiguity. If you say the cat sits on her or sits on it, then it is possible that the cat wasn't sitting a moment before, but has now got up and sat on it. For this, if there's movement included, we don't do rajta, we use ra. So the cat sits on it, meaning it is moved into a position where it is now sitting. We can also use it to say you're wearing something. A t-shirt is on you. You are wearing a t-shirt. So this is one of the many ways you can describe wearing clothes. Polo von rajtad. You're wearing a t-shirt. What are you doing wearing a t-shirt? But it can be used in abstract sense as well. Dolgozom rajta. I'm working on it. Now that's not too bad, because in English we say on it, and in Hungarian we say on it. Doesn't always work that way. We laugh at them in English. In Hungarian we laugh on them. And here in English we say surprised by you. In Hungarian we say we are surprised on you. So let's look at conditional. We're really getting into it here. In Hungarian, feltételes mód. That is, the conditional is a mood, not a tense. In Hungarian it can have 2 tenses, present and past. Today we're just going to look at the present tense. What is it used for? Well, it's used for hypothetical situations. If I save, I will be able to buy a house. And here we've got the 2 verbs which match, nake and nake. If I save, I will be able to buy a house. It can also be used for polite requests. Ki nyitja az ablak? Would you open the window? Or even asking for permission. Here we use the conditional and the hot. Hosnal hot nank. Maybe use your telephone. Just don't do it at the Frankenstein house. You can use it for formulating wishes. Bachok. If only it wasn't raining. Wish it wasn't raining. Now the verb to be has 2 forms, lene and volna. They are almost interchangeable, except for you only use volna when you're using the past tense, but we're not going to do that today. In each case, you'll see the giveaway letter is the N, either NE or NA, and sometimes a long E or a long A. Let's have a look at a present conditional. Verlatni, to see, and nesni, to watch. And you can see that N all the way through. So this is present tense conditional indefinite, present tense conditional definite. Now there's something weird going on here, and this is not a mistake. Even though lat is a back vowel word, first person singular is nake. Lat nake. I would or could see. The other thing that's a little unusual is that the definite and indefinite forms are identical for first and second person plural. Can't tell if it's definite or indefinite. You only can tell by context.
Úgy érzi, mintha hangyák futkosnának rajta. Úgy érzi, mintha hangyák mászkálnának rajta.
It feels as if ants are running around on it. It feels as if ants are crawling on it. It's a horrible, crawly, creepy feeling. Ugh, yuck. I hope you don't get a creepy crawly feeling when you're actually practicing your Hungarian. Hopefully that is an enjoyable experience. And until next time, viszlát!